Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video, I wanted to showcase 5-star rank 3 Professor X on the content creator beta, and show some of the crazy interactions between this character and certain nodes and paths in Act 5. Just at kind of a mid-range power level. So yeah, you can get an idea if you get this guy as like a fully maxed out 4-star or a 5-star when he does enter the featured 5-star crystal. Because yeah, I think it's only like a couple of weeks till he's available in that. Like just how useful this character is for a lot of the mid-range content as well. But yeah, Power Reserve, man, is just a crazy time for Professor X. Because the way that his mind control works is it gives him a discount on his special attacks, but then Power Reserve gives an additional 50% discount. So it's 70% and 50%, so basically all your special attacks cost nothing, and you can just spam them as much as you like during mind control, and you can get off anywhere between like 8 to 10, maybe a little bit more if you're super quick as well. But yeah, it is a pretty nuts interaction. But let's go for another heavy charge here, and then we're gonna try and just play aggressively into Ant-Man here. Go for a 5 combo. Now if we go for special 2. That's our first special attack, and you can see if you have a look at the power meter, man, we are losing absolutely nothing every time we fire off a special attack. We might be gaining a little bit of power if we make contact with the light attack after, because you want to tap a light attack before every special 2, just so we generate the prowess. But also, this Professor X, he's awakened, but he's only signature level 1. Just so you're aware of that one. Okay, let's go for this. And, oh, damn. Fortunately, not quite on that last one. And then he faltered and missed, so that's pretty perfect there. But Ant-Man, in particular, is just a very annoying opponent to deal with, because he's so tanky. So I think like one more special 2 in Assassin's range has probably got the Sandman down, I reckon. There we go, perfect, straight in the bin. And that Power Reserve Ant-Man is a very, very annoying fight. It's probably one of the worst fights on Power Reserve. Just because Power Reserve, you can cheese this node with a lot of characters like Juggernaut, Spider-Man, Gambit, Ronan, anybody that has close to a guaranteed stun on the special one. But Ant-Man, because of glancing, yeah, it's just really, really annoying for that. But yeah, we got Cable up next. Okay, this should be a bit of an interesting time here. Again, the really good thing about mind control as well is it just completely locks the opponent's power meter. That means they cannot throw any special attacks. So that's also why it's so good for Power Reserve, because you don't need to worry about the opponent's power. But definitely outside of scenarios where you can cheese with a special one, he's definitely become one of the best characters in the entire game for Power Reserve. But this, again, we don't have the Ant-Man glancing now, so we can really get stuck into the damage. And every special 2, because we're getting more and more prowess after, it's just hitting harder and harder. You can see we're losing absolutely no power here. So mainly at the special 2 constantly. I know my big head is in the way for the remainder of the special 2 bar. But yeah, power meter just stays there. It doesn't move at all. So it's very cheesy, very, very fun. But also with his ability to counter miss as well, there's one particular really annoying path that he's so good for. Because the ability to counter miss, there's like a debuff immune evade path, and he gets the ability to counter miss whenever he's over, evade and miss whenever he's over 25 charges. So Agent Venom's going to be a bit annoying. Let's see if we get the stun here. Okay, unfortunately we don't, but we can still channel up anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And just interrupt with a heavy attack there. Okay, now we want to get to a special 2. Agent Venom is a little bit more annoying to deal with. I think we might need to bait out another SP1. We just have time here to charge up that heavy attack. Okay, let's fire it off there. Cool, cool. Right, let's dodge that. So here we're a lot closer to, what is it? The back wall. But you can see this combo is just allowing us to, like, push Agent Venom back, just dish out so much damage there. And, yeah, we'll tap light there. Another special 2. Oh, Dude, I love this character so much. I cannot wait for the Professor X and Apocalypse Cavalier crystals, man. I think we'll go a little bit silly on those. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a really, really good time. But like, both of the characters bang so hard. I really, really like Professor X. But Apocalypse, out of the two, I would say is my favorite. But in all honesty, man, there is not a bad one between the two of them. For this next fight, this actually works out really, really well. Because again, we can counter the evade on Spider-Man here. So sometimes if you're playing a stun champion, this could be a bit annoying if you slightly awkwardly time it and he evades out of the stun. And yeah, you could be open and vulnerable to get wrecked. But now we just don't need to worry about evade at all. Completely cancels it out. We might still have a few special ones that are chucked into us. That really is about it. I think we're going to try and get into special 2 here if we can. Right, cool. Then we can just go in special 2 spam. And yeah, you just want to hit that special attack as fast as you possibly can. Is he going down? There we go, man. That's fine. Oh, well. There we go. That Spider-Man matchup was very quick, very smooth. Let's move on to the next one. So we got a bit of Red Hulk here. Then we got Green Goblin. Green Goblin's going to be a bit interesting because against tech matchups, you only get a 40% power cost reduction. So combined with a node, we should have a total of 90%. But yeah, I'm not too sure how it's going to end up. Because I know Green Goblin also has some stuff that limits power gain, but I don't think it should affect... what is it? Our power reserve and power reduction combo. We should have a 90% reduction, so we need to get a little bit higher on the power meter. But I think we, yeah, should still get almost free special attacks and be able to do a pretty ridiculous combo. But we'll see what happens. This Red Hulk matchup here. Let's go for it. Do we need to tap the light attack after, actually, if we're just chaining on special 2s? I don't think we actually even need to do that. I think we can just special 2. Actually, I didn't get a prowess there. Oh, we got one there. Didn't get one there. So yeah, I think you do need to tap a light attack after. Right, sweet. Not too bad. So yeah, Red Hulk down, just absolutely obliterated there, man. He's so cheese mode for this. And also another node where he's going to be really good for. I think I might do a couple of fights just to showcase as well. Is going to be the one where you deal like no damage, but then your special attacks deal 400% more damage. Because all of Professor X's output really is from the special attacks. Like his base damage, there's not a lot going on there. It's all mainly in the special attacks. I'm trying to think which one's the reduces our power. I think it's the green one which reduces our power gain. We're charging up our channeling here. And then I need to get him, I think, 2 and a bit bars of power. Also, it's going to be a bit annoying just because Green Goblin has, yeah, some very annoying special attacks. I want to be very close to the special 3, I think. Let's go for another combo, straight into special 2. And then if we dash it, another special 2. So yeah, we are actually going down a little bit here. So you've just dipped below... Oh, okay, yeah. Just about gone over SP2. Oh no! Dude, I just got drained a little bit there. I think if I was a bit quicker in certain combos, man, we might have been able to get that down a bit smoother. But it's nice to know that he still works for the tech fights as well. Again, not quite as perfectly, because you do lose a little bit of power every single time. But yeah, you don't even need a power booster on these paths as well. But what we showcased in the 6-star rank 3 video is that Professor X is really crazy if you do add on a power booster as well. I think we'll go for a couple more fights there. Just because I'm really enjoying this node combo, man. This node combo is a little bit ridiculous. So let's go for a full heal on this man. A 5-star rank 3. Again, this is only 5-star rank 3, so this is the equivalent power level of a maxed out 4-star champion. If you'd a maxed out 4-star Sig 99, you'd actually be seeing even higher numbers than what we're seeing today. And don't get hit, guys. Don't get hit is the most important rule when you're playing this game. I always like to remind my viewers that getting hit is bad, especially if you've got a 5-star rank 3 champion, because then you're going to take lots of damage and then you're going to die. It's never a good idea. You don't want to factor it in your plan. So yeah, now we've learned the amazing rule of don't get hit. We can dive into not getting hit and winning the game, hopefully. I haven't taken any hits so far, so I was thinking I was like tanky AF, man, and that Wolverine just murked me so damn hard. Like the fall through as well is such a nice fail-safe mechanic when it does come to getting hit in general, but it's not active for the first 10 seconds of the fight. So yeah, that's why we got murked there. Okay, nice. Get him in the corner now. Oh, mate, I love this node. This is like super fast mode, Ronan clearing. Because I know Ronan, he works really well for a lot of these power reserve fights, but sometimes the fights can drag on a little bit. Stark Spidey's quite quick, but again, not everybody has access to Stark Spidey, and not everybody will have access to Professor X. It's just if, you know, you do get this character in the future, man, he has some crazy uses. I think both Professor X and Apocalypse, I've played both characters quite extensively on the content creator beta. Going to be so good for progressing players. Like, both of them are really good even unawakened. But Professor X, he benefits from the awakened ability a bit more, just because the channeling builds up passively up to 75. So it just makes it a bit easier and quicker to ramp up the channeling. Means you need to do a couple less heavy attacks. And his second awakened benefit is that the prowess gains additional potency based on how full the opponent's power meter is. So in a scenario like this, if you get him fully maxed out, you'd be getting 50% on top of all the prowess buffs you have, which is really, really good. And there we go. But yeah, dude, he just dominates this node. Absolutely mental. I think we'll move on to something a little bit different now, because again, we've done like all these fights are very, very similar, man. You just get to the special 2, you spam it, and the opponent's just dead. They are just gone. But I want to try out a couple of power reserve fights here if we can. So let's jump into this chapter. And again, we're not using any boosters on Professor X today, so just something to keep in mind as well. If you were going for a progression run, you can have like a 20%, 30% booster active. And if you did have a 4-star rank for Professor X with a 20% booster on, he'd kind of be around the power level of what you're seeing today. So yeah, pretty solid character, man. I really, really like him. Okay, we've got Karnak here. Karnak's a bit more annoying just because we can't stun him for very long, so we don't have a lot of time to build up the channeling charges off the heavy attack. Got to instantly flick those heavies. But this is the, is it Power Reserve node? It's not Power Reserve. Power Shield, I think is the name of the node. But you can also like chain on heavies in the corner as well, which is very satisfying. Let's take a look at the damage here. I probably should have, oh gosh, I didn't even need to. Yeah, Power Shield, he is just very, very, very good for. If you get very close to a special 3, then you can get off two, what is it, special 2s back to back, and that's going to be more than enough damage. I think to kill like anybody on any Power Reserve node should be plenty. But if not, you've got like 2 to 3 additional SB1s to clean up as well, so that can work out really nicely. Okay, made a bit of a mistake there. Oh no! Okay, we're getting clapped a bit, man. It's all good. We're on the comeback here. buffed up Juggernaut is so much more annoying to fight than he used to be. Come on, one more parry, mate. That's all we need. Yes. Thank you, sir. Cool, cool. And we can just keep our distance here, man. Just chuck a couple of SP1s. And we're good to go. So yeah, I think we'll do, what is it? One more fight on this node, and then I want to go to the debuff immune evade chapter, because theoretically speaking, he should be really, really good for that. It might take about 10 seconds to play it safe to get into the matches, but once we do, he should be really, really crazy. So yeah, let's get him topped up here. Let's go for one more fight, just a Rhino encounter here. But Professor X, I guess for like progressing players, he might be like a bit more tricky to get a handle on. But I think he's very fun to play. He's not like super difficult. Just takes like a bit of getting used to. Just charge up those heavies. Right, cool, cool. Let's bait out a, don't even need to bait out if he doesn't want to throw it. Let's go for a special 2. And then straight into another one. And again, while you got mind control active as well, all of his special attacks are unblockable. So yeah, you can just like charge into the opponent, nuke through the block, and absolutely destroy them, which is very, very nice. But let's move over to the... what is it? Mephisto Evade chapter. So this is in Act 5, Chapter 4, quest number 5, I believe, Break the Unbreakable. And this is a path where, back in the day, a lot of people used to get stuck, because there weren't too many really great counters for this path. Nowadays, it's a little bit different, man. I think there are a lot of much better champions, especially Corvus Glaive. Corvus is really, really good for this path as well. And Killmonger works pretty decently. First up, we got Miles. So Miles, we can stun, so he's pretty straightforward. You just need 2 heavy attacks, and then you gain Vigilance. And once you've got Vigilance, then... I'm pretty sure it's Vigilance. My head's telling me to say Vigilance, but that doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure it's Vigilance, yeah. It's the correct name of the buff. Give some of those trippy evades there. Let's double heavy into the corner, straight into special 2. Let's see if we can light intercept. Okay, nice. And then another special 1, and one more. We've got another one we could throw as well for a bit of additional overkill there. But Professor X, like, it's going to be, how long is it? I think it's like 5-6 months, so still quite a while until he's in the 6-star basic pool. But when this guy is coming out of people's like first 6-star crystal, man, I think he's going to bring like so much to their roster. And there's going to be a lot he can do and a lot he can reach, even at that 6-star rank 1 power level. Because yeah, it's going to be even more, it's like the power level up from what you're seeing today. So here I'm just trying to wait until we get the falter so I can charge up. Okay, now we've got the Vigilance passive, so all his evades are going to fail. Still a bit of a tricky fight though. Right, I'm going to get back. Just channel up as much as I can. Perfect. And then we're going to go special 2 spam. Then we're going to dive in. Another special 2. And then we're going to go for SP1. And then another SP1. And then we got one more after this. Might be enough. Oh, not quite, man. Not quite. almost went down. That Spider-Man is, oh yeah, because as well, we just dumped all of our charges. He did have evade after that. But yeah, that didn't work out too badly in the end. And we have Thor Ragnarok up next. I think the Ultron matchup on this path, again, wouldn't be like super ideal for Professor X. But hopefully these fights give you a bit of an example of how he can be used to counter-evade characters in all sorts of scenarios. He's got a bit of additional power gain on this one. He does. I think he's got like 50% or 100% more power gain. Because yeah, he's getting power so much faster. Right, let's get back. Let's channel up. The annoying thing about Thor Ragnarok is we don't want to use any special attacks until we're in the right position here. Okay, cool. Oh. Alright, let's go for it. Jump in. Nice little combo to finish it off. So yeah, there we go. Thor Ragnarok sorted, and we just been yeah, kicked off the server. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that's probably the perfect place to end today's look at 5-star rank 3 Professor X in Acts 5. So if you did enjoy today's look at Professor X, please do smash that like button. But aside from that, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.